Hi everybody, and welcome, welcome, welcome. If you've not been here before, I'm going to be doing another general collective oracle reading with the Oracle of Mystical Moments and some other oracle decks and other index cards that I have created with other energies on them, and you will see how it goes. Before I get into the messages, I want to clarify the influence of this reading. What is the energy, spirit, that is the main influence, past, present, or future? Please and thank you. Number 8, the Red Garden. This is very similar to, I feel like a full circle 5 of Cups, where she's looking back, she's walking down the path, and she may have some regrets, but she has married herself to her life, and she has taken it all in, and she's learned from it. So it's like looking back and maybe having some regrets, but also valuing what you do have and what you've become. It's like 5 of Cups coming full circle and appreciating the moment. And it's number 8, which is all about your abundance, and it's also very karmic. So this may have to do with breaking through those karmic lessons and whatever way they are. Again, you can have good karma or bad karma. There's a two-sided coin to everything, right? Okay, so the messages that I was getting, I hope everyone is having a great day wherever you are. You're well. And I would like to thank you to all of my subscribers and everyone that supports me in any way that you can. This is not a business. This is just a passion of mine, and I always feel called to get the messages out when I feel like there is a need to do so. So the messages that I was getting was, I was channeling, I was getting the song, they're placing the song in my head for What a Feeling. And the movie is also relevant, Flashdance. Yes, I am a Gen Xer, and so I do get a lot of pop culture references. That's how they speak to me, through those references that I know and that I'm familiar with. Sometimes I'm not. Most of the time I am, because it's easier for them to communicate that way. So, okay. The song lyric that was coming through was right off the beginning. First, when there's nothing but a slow, glowing dream that your fear seems to hide deep inside your mind. And the song is What a Feeling. Warehouse might be relevant. A warehouse in some capacity in your life. Maybe you think your life is a warehouse. Maybe you have something to do with a warehouse. A warehouse is relevant for some of you. Welder or welding something is also, maybe welding something together is also relevant. Spinning, I like when she spins, it's a very prominent part where she spins in the movie, and that was shown to me. So something may be spinning, the wheel of fortune might be spinning, you might feel like your life is spinning, something is in motion. Music is very, very relevant, because then I started hearing, well, I hear the music, close my eyes, feel the rhythm, in that song. But that was like, music is super relevant to you in whatever way it plays a role. Or there's something poignant about a musical event or a musical situation. You may have to dance with the devil or for the devil. You may have to do something in an you may have to do something in an unconventional way in order to obtain your desires, your passion. Something that's not necessarily the norm. And the dancing with the devil is separate from like the vehicle, and this is metaphorical, and the vehicle in which you're driving that's supposed to be unconventional to help you get to where you're going. And also, I was getting a lucky break is relevant. Either you're going to get a lucky break or something's going to happen that's a lucky break. And it is going to be a very pivotal moment for you, or maybe someone you know, or a situation. Hopefully, it is for you. I'm hoping that all of these will resonate in a positive way and will help you and gain some insight into what you're searching for. Okay. Let me... Okay, I'm going to put this over here so that I can look at it. And let's pull the element. Spirit, what are the 4 elements is the main element that we're going to be focusing on during this collective reading, please and thank you. Earth, something in the tangible, something in the physical. Secondary is air, something that's logical. The tool that we're going to be utilizing from our 7 chakras that's going to help us, drive us in the direction that we need to go, that's going to help us give us our focus, is the throat chakra. That's interesting. Speaking up on something in the physical. And I said music is relevant. Some of you might be singers. I don't know, something to do with music. Or you're going to a musical event where there's some speaking you're going to have to do, or somebody is, or something to that effect. Interesting that I was getting that. And music. So it could be singing. Doesn't have to be. Doesn't have to be. You could be like a leader in a musical group. You could be the band director. You don't have to sing, but you might have to speak on something. You could be teaching music. You could be a teacher. There's so many different ways that you could perceive that. And then the lesson that we're going to be learning through the 7 deadly sins of what not to do is pride. The thin line between righteousness and self-righteousness. You might have to get out of your way. Maybe that's why this is the influence. You might have to get out of your own way. If you're concerned about your own path, you might have to reconcile, I'm hearing. In whatever way that is it is for you, you might have to reconcile the differences, reconcile something, your grievances, something like that. Getting your pride out of the way of a situation, of a past action, when you might be reminiscing about that, and it's about getting your pride out of the way or something. Okay. Let's do... And maybe that's why you might have to do a dance with the devil, or you might have to do some type of a situation and do something also that's unconventional. You may have to get your pride out of the way in order to develop something that's going to bring in some solid energy, some abundance. It's 8 energy. Speaking of numerology, I'm going to go ahead. They told me to go ahead and pull the numerology. What is going to be guiding us through their energy in the numbers, please and thank you, Spirit. 5. You could be a life path 5. You don't have to be. This is just the energy that's going to be predominantly guiding collective during this reading. Curiosity, freedom, adventure, being very adaptable, social, and it's very high energy. And we're talking about flash dance, so that is a lot of high energy when you're just thinking about everything that she had to exude, and going through that, she had to do something that was very unconventional, being a female, being a welder, and then at night having to be a performer at a gentleman's entertainment, club. And so she was having to really put herself out there, and she wanted to dance, maybe not in that way, but that was the only vehicle that she could get to have her develop her craft and her skill to do that. And she maybe had to swallow her pride a little bit. I'm just giving an example of maybe the energy that some of y'all are dealing with. And there's freedom in this. She was able to, if you remember in the movie, express herself very creatively in the film and dress up and do different, she did the mime one, and she did the one with the water that came down, she did different, and so did the other girls. There was a lot of freedom in that. And she had to be very adaptable, and there was, be curious, and she had to really open herself up. And 5 energy is very challenging. It forces you to be challenge in that way, and maybe to face some of these karmic energies that might be influencing you. Okay, let's get the Chinese zodiac signs and see what kind of wisdom they have for us during this reading. Please and thank you, Spirit. Let's see who shall grace us with their presence. The dragon. You might be born in the year of the dragon. You don't have to be. The dragon is the 5th. 5 is very relevant to some of y'all. It's the 5th lineup in the Chinese zodiac sign. The dragon is all about power. It's good fortune. And I said that there was a lucky break involved in this. Strength, visionary leader. The negative side, hot-tempered, arrogant, rebel, unapologetic, and it has narcissistic tendencies. That could be where the pride is coming from. Unapologetic, maybe being arrogant about something. It's okay to be a rebel. But don't rebel against your fate. It's not wise to rebel against something that is supposed to be teaching you, in a sense. I mean, you can. It's just going to delay your lesson. You're just going to keep repeating a cycle. So maybe that's why we're learning about the red garden and understanding this energy, this 5 of Cups energy, letting it flow is the word they're giving me for that one. Okay, that's interesting. I think I pulled all of the ones I need to pull. So let's get the energies, and then we'll clarify the other energies that I want to clarify. Typically, we'll clarify the throat chakra to give us some direction. We'll clarify the influence, which is the red garden, and we'll also clarify pride, which is the lesson. But let's get the energies, see what's going on here. Anything want to fly out? Nope. Okay. Protective nest. 25 is 7. That's very spiritual. There's a 2 and a 5, so it's very balanced. And there's again this 5 energy in here. You're going to have to be very adaptive in something that you're going to need to be very protective of. We're going to find out what that is. The energy next to it is lullaby. This is very 4 of Swords energy. 38, which is 11 energy, which is a master number. 38 breaks down to an 11. So you could be bridging 2 things together. You could be mediating something. Something's going to come together. Maybe that's the lucky break. 3 and an 8. Creativity. Being creative and doing it. I feel like 8 your abundance, so it's going to, your creativity may come through a dream. This could simply be also you need to rest, protect your dreams. Well, that's interesting. As I said, first, when there's nothing but a slow glowing dream that your fear seems to hide deep inside your mind. That's interesting. Protect your dreams. Some of you might need to protect yourself when you sleep. That's not for everybody. You're asking me to shuffle. That's interesting. Normally I don't. I'm just going with it. Elixir of life. Getting a second wind. Getting something that's going to revitalize you. 15 breaks down to a 6. That's very harmonious. It's about love as well too. Day and night, there's going to be a decision that is going to switch things up. It's going to be like night and day and night. But you hold the source in your hands. You hold the light in your hands. So you know what to do intuitively. You know that you're going to have to speak up on something. This is about your throat chakra. Or be loud about something. Okay, let's put these in the center. Abracadabra, this is magician energy. 34 breaks down to a 7, so this is highly spiritual. It's about higher level learning, a thirst for knowledge. 3 is very creative. It could also be about curiosity. We've got that out here in the 5. Energy. And 4 is all about stability and loyalty. Manifestation. Alchemizing also. Flower spirit, 10 breaks down to a 1. This is about a new beginning. The flower spirit is very similar to the Page of Cups or the Page of Wands. It's very joyful, and also there's some mischievousness in it as well too. Very fairy-like or nature spirits, fae-like energy. You might, let's see. So this is something like it's a new approach for sure. Doing it though, like I said, there's a little bit of a devilish thing going on. Almost like mischievous. You're going to have to do something. I feel like not necessarily like having fun while doing something that's maybe not that much fun, but because you're not telegraphing everything that you're doing, you're being mischievous, and to other people it's going to be the situation at hand is not going to be able to read you, and therefore you hold all the cards, or you have more pull or more advantage in the situation, something like that. Yeah, it's about your home or your community. They wanted me to show that at the bottom of the deck. I'm going to put this over here so I can see it. Okay. We're going to clarify the influence, whether it's past, present, or future. The Rose Garden energy with the Ocean Spirit Oracle deck. Number 8, forgiveness, and also the Red Garden is also 8. So this is very karmic. Letting go. My favorite expression is let go and let God. So something about letting go and something to do with pride, whether it be on whatever side of the coin this is, on their side of it or on your side of it. Forgiveness. Some of you, this is about forgiving yourself, forgiving others. This could be about, the other side of it could be about not you, but someone else that played a big role in your energy, about them forgiving themselves as well. Somebody's definitely, this is throat chakra energy, so it's definitely someone speaking about something. Somebody might be speaking up on maybe asking for forgiveness, and I'm not picking up on an apology necessarily, but it could just be them expressing grievances, expressing how they feel, how they may have, hurt you or mistreat or handled the situation. And or you could be doing that. So something about that is going to come into play, past, present, or future. Let's clarify pride, which is the lesson that we're going to be learning in all of this, Spirit. Give us some guidance in the pride, please, and thank you, Spirit. There. Number 2, contrast. Value difference. Recognizing your differences and how they are complementary, and it can help you, are everybody, it's all relevant, it's all equal footing, it's all, number 2, it's a balance. There's duality in play in this for sure. I'm surprised we don't have any. Oh, we do. We have the Magician in here, which is Mercury. So that's a little bit of Gemini right there. Virgo or Gemini. Interesting. All right. Let's get the throat chakra. Clarify the throat chakra, please, and thank you, Spirit. The tool that we're using, give us some guidance on the throat chakra, please, and thank you, Spirit. Wellness. Wow. Okay. (27) 9. We're in the year of the 9. This is about doing something that you might have to sacrifice. But in this case, it is for the good of everything. It's to nourish yourself. Throat chakra, you might have to speak up on something to better yourself, to take care of yourself. You might have to say, no, I can't do that because I'm going to do this instead because I want to better myself, or I don't want to push myself too hard, or hey, I have a boundary or something of that nature. Nourishing yourself. Throat chakra. Yeah, definitely 2, balance, 7. You're learning this as you're ascending. You're getting this information. You're understanding how powerful your voice can be and how nourishing it is to use it. Okay. Okay, so go down the line and get the messages for the energies here. Start with this. Past frequency is in reverse for protective nest, and we're just going to go down the line here. Lullaby is still chasing rabbits through the folds of time, in reverse. So something you're not chasing. Oh, a dream of yours you're not chasing for some of you. That's interesting. And for others of you, it's different. We're going to get into that. Elixir of life is angels and demons wrestling for influence is in reverse. So good. That's elixir. So something is like, there's no conflict. There's no fighting. It's like a clean slate. So you're getting rejuvenated because of something's like a do-over, something's been, I'm hearing something has been like when they challenge a decision and the referees come back and they say, you know, this is what it is. So like it's been decided that you're getting the ruling is in your favor. Maybe that's where the luck is coming into play. Permits for metaphorical arson clarifies the night and day. So this decision that it's going to be like night and day is going to set a fire. It's going to cause a lot of passions. Could be very spiritual, but it's going to cause like a metaphorical fire to create some kind of like spiritual passion or fire. Abracadabra is glory that shines upon tears in reverse. So something really, you manifested or transmuted something. It was almost like nothing for you. Really, almost like you didn't realize that you did that. If you are irritated by every rub, how will your mirror be polished is in reversed. So you're not, this new way of looking at something, you're not upset about. In fact, you're embracing this unorthodox way, this unconventional way where you may have to dance with the devil in a situation. It's almost like you're ready for this. You're ready to speak up for yourself and nourish yourself, bringing balance and harmony to a situation that's tangible. This is earth energy, and getting pride is going to have to get out of the way, and a contrast. And we have night and day and night out here, whatever you want to say it. Day and night is out here. So there's some type of a like I earlier said there's the sides of the coin energy on this. You may have to be welding, understanding that there's two contrasted sides and being able to weld that together, marry that together, and accept that everything has its place and everything has they're there for a reason, and accept that it's everything's beautiful, they're telling me. I don't know. I'm just looking to see music. We did get music. Music is relevant. Okay. So I feel like in the past, you weren't as protective of a dream that you had for yourself. You had a dream that you didn't protect or nurture. And this is why you're speaking up now. You didn't nurture something in the past. A dream of yours or a passion of yours or something, a vision of yours. And it could have something to do with music. Music might be a trigger for you in some shape, way. Whatever this dream was very healing for you in a sense. It's going to heal you because I feel like it's coming about. I think that's why you're going for this now, because you put it to bed in the past, and that was a very negative thing for you to do. You didn't nurture that, and it's reawakened something inside of you that is very peaceful, and like the decisions, all the conflict is laid to rest because the decision has been made. And so now you're peaceful about this, and it's giving you a new, fresh set of eyes, a fresh set of everything, a new take on things. Even though you might be really tired, you're seeing things like night and day. You make this decision, it's going to be very bright like the sun. It's going to be like metaphorical sunshine in your life that is just going to erupt. Strong Leo energy in this one. And then we've got, you're going to be utilizing with your magician type energy here, you're going to manifest something that's, I mean, this has always been inside you. This has always been something that's been a part of you. That this dream, this passion, this desire, it could be something to do with music. It could be something to do, like I said, I mentioned a lot of things, warehouse, something that you have to weld together, welder. It's in the physical. So that you speak on. Some of you just need to step up and become the magician in your life. For some of you have a really strong spiritual, telling me kindred spirits. I don't know what that means. You have some kindred spirits around you that you're very in tune with. Something about nature. I don't know. And that's why the Fae is out here. Outside nature spirits. You have a natural capability to just alchemize or to do something. And it comes naturally to you. And this will help you with this desire that you had put to bed in the past. And you've got to forgive yourself or forgive whatever the situation was that led you down the path that you're at now, which didn't include protecting and nourishing your dream or dreams that you had. But now you realize this and you have to forgive the situation in whatever way that is and embrace the differences in this. Don't be prideful. See and value the contrasts. And you're going to have to be a little mischievous in this new beginning in this way, like a little fae. You're going to have to do some things that are a little unorthodox. Nothing that's bad. I'm not saying to go crazy, but it's something that you're not going to be irritated in doing, and you're going to actually enjoy stirring up a little bit of, not necessarily bad trouble, but good trouble, stirring up some good trouble. And this is refreshing, and I'm seeing the water splash down from the movie and Flashdance. It's very refreshing and cleansing, this different unorthodox, or what you feel is uncomfortable, and whatever this dance for the devil is that you're going to have to do. But you have the spiritual capability, know-how, natural talent, natural skills, and capability to alchemize or to transmute and or manifest this incredible new, insightful pathway that is going to inspire you to regenerate yourself in combination with nourishing yourself and healing yourself. And whatever you thought was a potential missed opportunity or situation that you didn't act on that was very passionate to you and caused you to rethink some things. But you're in this place for a reason. It's to teach you. There's the mistakes that you make in your life are all good mistakes. And they're great to learn from. As hard as they are sometimes to swallow, throat chakra and pride in combination, they are here to nourish us in the long run and to line everything up in the correct way to help us ascend through the struggles and the challenges of that. And give us a sense of freedom. It's adventurous. Otherwise, it would be boring if we could all do it. And learning how to be adaptable and reinvent yourself. Because life is about teaching you the different facets of who you are. And we're all made up of, like when you wear different hats, you have like different facets in different situations and things, and embracing those. And when you are in the next chapters and stages of your life, you have to learn how to embrace those new facets. You can't always stay the same all the time. And you've got to learn, you can have consistency in family and consistency in other areas, but when you're self-developing yourself and you're trying to get to that next level, you do have to reinvent yourself in other areas and other facets. And you have the really strong capability of doing that here because it comes natural to you. And we got the dragon here, so you got a lot of power and good fortune. I said there's a lucky break, a lot of strength, and you got this visionary quality in you. So don't sleep on yourself. Again, don't do it again, because it's coming back around. And I hope everybody has a wonderful day, and wherever you are, I hope that you value everything and feel the blessings, and whatever challenges you have, understand that they were meant for you to overcome and to make you better. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope to see you again. Bye.